Aha. Oh my... What was it doing hanging from the ceiling like Spider-Man?
See you, chump.
Oh my... Oh, this is not good. Oh my... What do you... excuse me.
Oh God, sorry.
Oh, you are taking a bath. I'm gonna go. The Black Within is a first-person psychological horror game created by Waleedzo, and I have to say psychological horror is one of my favourite genres as you are always left second-guessing yourself to what may or may not be real. I did get an early access code for this, so thank you so much for that. This game releases on the 11th of April 2025 for PlayStation and it is already out on Steam. All of my views are my own and I'll be completely transparent about everything this game and the Platinum Journey has to offer. Just because I got an early access code doesn't mean I'm going to be glazing the game for free. I will be focusing more so on the Platinum Journey, but will also offer my general thoughts at the end of the video. So in this game you play as Laila Rose, who is a failed musician who has decided to sell her soul to the devil in hope of gaining some fame and wealth. How lovely. In terms of the Platinum Journey, I would say this is a 1 or 2 out of 10. It's pretty simple. It takes around 1 hour to complete the game if you play it through naturally, but you can speed things up if you do use a guide. All of the trophies are related to the story, so there are no missables or collectibles, which is music to my ears. And before I get any further into this video, I just wanted to thank my members of the channel for your continued support. It really does mean the world to me. And if you do want to consider becoming a member, you do get access to gaming sessions with me alongside your own area in the Discord and of course members only videos. So the game starts off with you waiting for a phone call from your manager. Oh, hello, who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? And he wants you to head over to his house and sign a new contract for that fame and fortune, baby. I did investigate the apartment a little bit before so, and I have to say by adding a cat into the game, this instantly became a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. So well played on that. Hello. Oh my God, look, hi. It's a 10-10 game. This is already good. Before heading to the manager's house, I did need to make a quick stop to the toilet. First and foremost, these urinals are like toddler urinals. Like, there's like, look how tall. Like, I know we're playing as a lady, but if you're a guy having to stand up here, like the splashback is unreal when you're having to piss on the floor. Let alone that. I mean, there is a bog there for the ladies, but there's a bath in the urinal area. Like, what? Oh, and you can pee on this game if anybody's into pissing kinks. And then on my journey down to the car, you are welcomed by a nice early jump scare, which did honestly catch me off guard. Oh my f***ing God. What do you mean? Already? Oh my word, already? Are you... Was that the cat? Now that we've arrived at the house, we need to find a way in. The house's atmosphere from the outside was quite creepy, and if I'm being honest, it gets even scarier when inside. It reminded me a lot of Silent Hill's PT. Being a horror game, we needed to find a key to get into the house, and on our way in, we found an unexpected guest. Is that... Wait, what? What? Bro. What? Are you meant to be here? Are you meant to be here? I somehow think this is gonna be what's chasing me. Oh my goodness, you need to go away. Upon gaining access to the house, you instantly feel unwanted and there is a chilling atmosphere and presence that continues to build throughout your exploration of the house. Excuse me. Without spoiling the game's key points, you'll just need to work through the house on the different floors by finding keys which let you into new areas and also finding useful pieces of equipment to get into different areas as well. You'll find familiarity in this game in comparison to other horror titles such as Resident Evil and Silent Hill. You'll need to collect items which then in turn unlock new areas. Where have we seen that before? It's it's a very simple thing, just a copy and paste that just works in horror games. So I mean, fair play. It's not difficult to do, but I think it was done right. So in order to finally leave the house after signing a contract, you'll need to get 3 fuses which you're collecting throughout your travels. And sadly, I did encounter a soft lock glitch twice when trying to leave the house. It just wouldn't let me leave. I was trying to pull down the lever, the red lever on the right, and it just wouldn't let me out at all. So I did have to reset my game twice, and then on the third attempt of resetting the game, sort of starting from the beginning, I was able to find a solution. And my mistake was I was putting all three of the fuses in sort of at the last minute, you could say, like all together. So what I'd recommend to avoid you getting stuck in this glitch is as soon as you find a fuse, run downstairs and put the fuse in, and then repeat that for fuse number 1, number 2, and then number 3. And then thankfully it did let me out. Hopefully if the developer sees this, they can fix the glitch, or you can just follow the tips that I've used here to allow you to progress the story. Upon leaving the house, you'll then need to complete a ritual to seal the deal for your fame. You again will need to collect the relevant items in this area to progress.
Oh my God. That's a dead body.
Oh, okay. That's very pleasant and Hannibal Lecter-like. Okay. Oh, firm hand. Take the first ingredient of the ritual. Oh my, what? We're gonna have to cook something up here. Again, this house is just as creepy as the first one. It's a little bit smaller in size, and there are still some jump scares that are probably gonna catch you a little bit off guard as well. Oh, you are a... God. I don't even have any words anymore. She's ugly as shit. After finishing this area, you'll then complete the game. I love like this epic music, right? It's like very motivational. Kids, you can do whatever you want. You just have to believe in it. And you will earn the Platinum Trophy.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, singing Weevil. We've got the Platinum chat. Let's go.
Are you there?
GG's. So you're probably wondering what my thoughts are on the Platinum Trophy and is it worth getting? And in short, yes, I think it is worth getting. It's a pretty short title, it's pretty simple to get the Platinum, and I had fun while playing it. I would definitely recommend it, but there are some, I guess, drawbacks to getting the Platinum. The first one being that by the game being a pretty easy game and a quick game, it's going to fall into that percentage of games where there's going to be a high completion rate for the Platinum Trophy. Don't let that take away from how enjoyable the game is and having the Platinum on your list. I've got it on my list and I think it's a good addition, but I know some trophy hunters out there, you do care about having these really ultra rare, sort of hard to get Platinums. So just be mindful of that if you are considering this game, but you know what? Ignore that. Just go for the Platinum. It's a load of fun, right? Trophy hunting is not that serious. Just enjoy yourself, and that's what I did with the game. I thought the storyline for the game was decent as well, especially running alongside all of the scary jump scares and all of the horror elements. It was nice to actually have, you know, a story that was happening and there was purpose to you playing through this like horror jump scare kind of game. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the times, especially with like more historic games, it's like you're playing through an absolutely scary game, but it's like you don't really know why you're playing it. So it was nice that they established the story pretty quickly, and it was just sort of like sprinkled in there throughout, so you knew what you was doing as well. Visually, the game looked quite good as well. The sound design of the game was pretty good, and some of the music that they decided to use I also quite liked, so I guess it gets a thumbs up sort of as a general package as a game. It was priced at $4.99 on the Steam store. I'm going to assume that it's the same price on PlayStation, but at the time of making the video, it just says wishlist now and there's no actual price. So if the game is about £5, I'd definitely say it's worth the money for that. If I'm being honest, if it's anything higher than that, you know, like £15, I'd say probably wait for it to come down to a £5 on a sale. But if it is a £5, I think it's completely worth getting at full price. Do expect about 60 to 70 minutes of good fun. Of course, with all of the positives, there will be some slight critiques. They're not going to be like major ones, but I thought it's just worth me flagging them to have this sort of like, you know, fair opinion of things. I'm giving you the good, but I'm also giving you the things that didn't work so well. So one of the things highlighted earlier on in the video is that I actually couldn't progress the game because it's soft locked. I think that's the correct terminology, but essentially I just couldn't progress any further into the game, which was super frustrating. And one of the things that sort of highlighted this issue initially was I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to try and reload the checkpoint. So of course the glitch itself, not ideal, but you know, it is what it is. It happens sometimes, fair enough. Hopefully it gets patched, but there was a workaround that I found, right? Pushing that to the side, acknowledging it. I've spoke about it. I'm not going to repeat it anymore, or try not to. The thing that got highlighted here was there's no save system within the game. So it's, you know, I think every single game should have a save system in some capacity at least. I understand it's a short title, but you know, maybe you escape the house and you need to go cook dinner, you need to go sort your kid out, you need to go do real life or something. And I get there's the argument of you can put your console into rest mode, but sometimes it can, you know, you never know if a game's safe, right? The best way to be sure that you know a game is preserved is to save it. So if I've got one recommendation, I would say in any future titles that you decide to make, maybe add an autosave system or even just a manual save system, because to my knowledge there wasn't any of that I experienced. So I had to run through the game again to hopefully get past the said glitch that I was talking about. Luckily the game is short if you know what to do, but you know, I think it's just good to have a save point. So it threw me off when there wasn't any kind of save functionality. But in hindsight, most people are probably going to play this game like zip through it in one playthrough, if I'm being honest. So there's the argument you may not even need the, you know, the save system, but in my case, you know, getting stuck in a glitch, I was like, oh, let me jump back to the last checkpoint, but I couldn't. And then the other critique that I've got as well is the sort of like cursor or like interact button. It's like a little circle, like a little hand where you pick things up, right? And I think it's a little bit too small. Not only is it too small, there's a section where you need to use a keypad and you need to type in some numbers. It was just like very awkward to hit the correct numbers, and like by all means I did do it, but it would have been a little bit nicer if it was easier to type in the codes in some way. That's just like with that. I can imagine if you're being chased in a different, you know, if they're making another game for instance and you're being chased by something, I think that the interact tools with objects need to be a little bit more like cleaner, for instance, because while there is a threat in this game, it's not like this, like the worst thing that's going to eat you, like in Resident Evil, right, when you're getting chased by one of the main monsters, like you know that you're next, for instance. But with this, it's like it's there, but it's fine. Like you can go into safe areas. But that's one thing I'd say. Like the interactions are very specific, and there was also another area where I needed to pick up a hammer, and I was trying to take it out of the drawer, but the drawer kept closing and I was just going back and forth, and it's like I ended up having to stand over it or like below it at an angle to get like the correct precision to pick something up. So it's just another little thing there with, you know, making sure that it's easily accessible to pick up objects, because you know it can be awkward and it like a little bit finicky sometimes. So that's another thing. You know, I do hope this developer makes another game, because this was a fun game. I can see that they've got another game that you can wishlist, so hopefully they may see this and may take on some of the feedback, because I do think it's quite constructive. It's not like your game is shit, do you know what I mean? It's like, I think your game is a great game, but let's make it even better by just changing a few tweaks, right? So then just a tiny little nitpick here as my last point, and it's something that my live chat actually spotted, and it's in regards to one of the trophies. It's called Making Connections, but there's a slight little spelling mistake in the spelling of connections. I didn't really see it at first until my chat highlighted it. Again, it's not like the end of the world, it's not a big thing. I'm assuming it's the translation. I'm assuming sort of the trophies have been translated from a different language and it's just not synced up potentially. But again, it's just like a little bit of housekeeping to maybe double check that things are spelt and phrased correctly in English, for instance. Again, it's not a major thing, but I thought it's just worth highlighting because it's something that can just slip under the radar. But you know, it's not the end of the world. Maybe this is how, you know, it was meant to be, you know, that could be a design choice. Overall, I do have to say though that I really did enjoy my time with The Black Within. I think it's a fantastic little game. I think that you're going to have a lot of fun playing it, and make sure to let me know down in the comments below if you're going to platinum this game, because I would love to hear, you know, who's going to be playing this, because I think it's so awesome when I get to play an indie game that not many people may play, and it's just amazing to sort of spread the love, and hopefully people can get as much enjoyment from this game as I did, because I had an absolute blast. Be sure to show your support to the channel by dropping me a like and also subscribing. It really does help me out. And if you would like to watch the full gameplay, you can go onto the live section, or you can go into the description or click on the screen and you can watch the entire platinum walkthrough on my channel live. And you know, if you're stuck at any point, you can see where things are and whatnot. It's not too long. I think it's about an hour and 20 minutes I'm streaming for. The core gameplay is probably a little bit shorter than that as well if you just go through it. But there's a sort of tutorial thing on the channel as well. And of course, I do stream on YouTube, and I also stream once a week on Twitch. You can get me every Tuesday. The Tuesdays on Twitch is what I like to call it. Make sure you drop me a follow there at Deathroff. and of course turn on the notifications on YouTube for when I'm streaming, because I stream probably about four days a week minimum on YouTube as well. This is like the main platform for live streaming. But with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and make sure to let me know what horror games you'd like to see me play. Are there any more hidden gems that you'd like me to play on the channel, to potentially platinum and also live stream? Do let me know. But thanks so much for watching, and stay safe everyone. Bye bye. Oh my